Hey, Chris Westfall here. I'm a Medicare agent in almost all 50 states. And today I want to answer the question, where is the network for my Medicare Supplement plan? Where's the book? Where do I go online to find out if my doctor is in the network for my new Medicare Supplement plan? Well, here's the best part. There is no network for your Medicare Supplement plan. That's why you have a Medicare Supplement plan. Many people had tried when they were early in Medicare, when they're turning 65, to go into one of the free plans, the Medicare Advantage HMO plans, to be restricted to a network of providers, finding out then that if their favorite doctor was not in that network, they get zero coverage to go see that doctor. Now, some people signed up for the PPO plans, Preferred Provider Organization, where they have a PPO network where you get really good benefits, but you can go outside and pay much higher costs, higher deductibles, higher maximum out of pocket, and limitations on what you can have done. We sell Medicare supplements primarily, and Medicare supplement means original Medicare. You're not giving up your Medicare freedom to go anywhere you want to and have your doctor and not a manager of your managed care decide what course of treatment that you're going to have. You and your doctor alone come up with your course of treatment and what tests are going to be done and all that kind of thing. So that's what I really enjoy and my clients enjoy about the freedom of Medicare supplements. As long as the doctor accepts original Medicare, which right now is around 96% of doctors around the country, and providers and hospitals and clinics and labs and so forth will accept original Medicare. That's the standard, original Medicare. So as long as 96, it's actually higher than that because those who don't are primarily pediatricians and psychiatrists, but most doctors accept original Medicare. So that's the standard. If you can have original Medicare accepted, then on your Medicare supplement plan, this is the way it works. Original Medicare is going to pay for 80% of your standard bills. The supplement is going to pay for your 20%. That leaves you with not paying anything except if you're on the plan that has the small exposure to the Part B deductible, you just merely pay that, and that's it. It's a very small number. So there's a little category of non-participating Medicare doctors. This is about 4% of doctors, and here's how that works. If the doctor says that they do not accept Medicare as payment in full for everything, that's original Medicare's rates, they are considered a non-participating provider. What happens in that case, especially if you're on Medicare Supplement Plan F or G, which have coverage for the excess charges, you simply go to that doctor and they'll submit the bill for you for Medicare. And here's what happens then. Medicare allows them to get paid a little bit less than a participating provider would, and then you're going to get what's called balance billed. If you have the two Medicare supplement plans I just mentioned, Plan F or Plan G, the excess charge coverage in those plans will pay that balance billing for you. So let's go back. If you have a fully participating Medicare doctor who accepts Medicare assignment, is what they call, they'll take the full credit of that claim payment and submit it to Medicare. Medicare is going to pay it at full for Medicare, which is 80%. Then the Medicare supplement is going to pay the other 20%. Then you pay nothing else. If it's a non-participating provider, however, it's a little bit different in that Medicare is still going to pay 80% of what they allow for that provider. Your supplement's already going to pay the other 20%, but then they're going to balance bill the excess charge. But again, on Medicare Supplement Plan F and G, they pay for that excess charge for you. Plans that would not pay that for you would include Plan N on the Medicare Supplement. But we're typically talking about only $10 or $13 in our experience would ever be balance billed on typical providers that are non-participating in Medicare. And remember, we're only talking about 4% of the providers out there non-participating in original Medicare, and they may balance bill you and you may get that excess charge to pay. Now, on Medicare Advantage, just look at the other side of the world. Again, you have to limit your care to inside of their network, their doctor, their hospital. On a Medicare Advantage HMO, unless it's a life and death emergency, you cannot seek treatment outside of that network. We just had a client this week in our office that called us very upset. They signed up for a Medicare Advantage plan here this last year coming into 2018 during the annual election period, and it was going to be free. All excited about it. Their doctor was in the book. January starts, they find out that their doctor is not participating in the plan this year. See, doctors can opt out as soon as their contract is over with, and their contract does not necessarily coincide with your contract, which is January 1 to December 31. So her doctor is no longer in the plan. She wants to get out of the plan, out of the network plan, based on the fact that her doctor is no longer in the network. Sorry to say that that is not a standard reason. That is not a justifiable reason to get out of a Medicare Advantage plan. It's not like you were, defrauded or anything like that, or signed the wrong papers, that kind of thing. You are agreeing on the Medicare Advantage HMO plan that you will continue to resign yourself to work within that network, no matter how that network continues to evolve throughout the year. Now, there's one fail-safe, if you will, to get out of a Medicare Advantage plan, and that is from January 1 to February 14th every year. That's the disenrollment period. And during that period, you could get out of the Medicare Advantage plan back to original Medicare, but then you're only looking at coverage for 80% of your out-of-pocket bills. So you need to get a Medicare supplement lined up before you pull the ejection seat, get out of that Medicare Advantage plan. So you can call our office. We can talk to you about how you can possibly do that. Another scenario that's very unique is if you were first in Medicare, joined a Medicare Advantage plan when you turned 65, brand new to Medicare, and then you find out within that first 12 months that the network's too restrictive, the costs are too high, your max out of pocket is way too high, you're using it too much, or you just don't like your Medicare Advantage choice. Within that first 12 months, that's called your trial right. You can try it for that first year, limited to your first year in Medicare. Then during that first year, you can have a do-over. That's what I call it, it's my term. You can have a do-over, go back to open enrollment again and pick a Medicare supplement plan. That's again limited to your first 12 months. It's a trial right. And most agents don't know about how the trial right works. It is kind of tricky. Even some enrollment departments at the carriers, they don't see these very often. So we often have to re-educate them when they're looking at a trial right application and say, look, it's not a guarantee issue policy. There's a difference in the terminology. It's not guarantee issue. It really is open enrollment, because they get a chance to pick any Medicare supplement plan in the market, not just those finite little plans that you would get if you were getting a guarantee issue situation, like if you got kicked out of your employer plan or you just now retired. That can get you a guarantee issue plan with less choices. It's more restrictive. If you're exercising your trial right within your first 12 months on Medicare, you again get a do-over, again, that's my word, a do-over to look at open enrollment all over again and pick everything from scratch. Your Part D drug plan, your Medicare supplement plan, go with the best carrier, go with the best plan, like a Plan G or Plan N or whatever. You're not restricted to a limited menu of what you can do. So Medicare supplement clients are the most free clients out there. They're the best option out there to have Medicare supplement, where you can go to any provider, any doctor, any hospital that accepts Medicare, or even if they don't accept Medicare assignment, they just will file the Medicare for you, not accepting it as payment in full, because if you've got a good Medicare supplement plan, it's going to pay the difference. Now let's talk real quick, as we are happening to be in the first part of the year. Those people on a Medicare supplement plan who have Plan G or Plan N or any of the plans that have a participating deductible, that's not a deductible with the Medicare supplement plan. Let me repeat that. That deductible on Plan G that a vast majority of our clients have been choosing, that is not a Medicare supplement company deductible. That's Medicare's deductible. It's just that the plan that you've chosen has chosen not to pay Medicare's deductible for you. And in return, you typically save $200, $400, $600 a year by choosing to pay the very small Part B deductible. As of the date of this recording, it's only $183. So looking back at our example, you go to a new provider and it's the first part of January, because this deductible is an annual calendar year deductible. So in January, you go to the doctor again, and then you get a bill for $80. You don't understand, wait a minute, I've got this good Medicare supplement that Chris and his team helped me with, but now I've got this bill. All of a sudden, I thought I had a good plan. You do have a good plan. It's just that Medicare's deductible for Part B resets every January 1. So once you've met that $183 for the entire calendar year, you're done. You don't have to meet that $183 again, because you've met the Part B deductible for the calendar year. So it happens every year. Our clients will call in and say, wait a minute, I just got a bill, something's wrong. No, it's probably not wrong. It's just the new part of the year again, and you have to reach up to your deductible, the $183. But remember, the reason why that recommendation was made was for twofold. One, you're going to save far more than the $183 if you had gotten the plan that included the deductible with it. Far more. It's a much better plan. And two, what we've seen historically over the last 10 years, the Medicare Supplement Plan G and even Plan N, where you're participating more, those rate increases have been lower than the Plan F that pays everything for you. Those rate increases have been much faster, much higher. So Plan G, still a good choice. Just remember that that deductible resets every calendar year. After you've met that deductible, then your supplement is going to be in full effect, allowing you the most freedom and flexibility of any kind of plan in the country, where you can go to literally any doctor in any hospital that accepts original Medicare and have the freedom that you deserve as a senior. So there is no network. There's no provider list. If you want to see whether your doctor participates in Medicare or even accepts Medicare full assignment, you can see that at medicare.gov. You can do the provider search and see that your provider is in there. But when 96% of the doctors are in Medicare, it's a pretty good bet that your doctor accepts original Medicare. Now here's one mistake, and I'll leave you with this. One mistake that many of our clients make is they'll get a new Medicare supplement with a carrier that's great, like Aetna or Mutual of Omaha or Cigna. And then they'll call their doctor and say, do you take Aetna or Cigna? And the doctor's thinking, well, if they're asking me in the network, let me go to my Aetna Medicare Advantage book and see if we're in the Medicare Advantage book for Aetna. That's not what you're asking. You're asking if they accept original Medicare. If they accept original Medicare, they accept any Medicare supplement. It doesn't matter. You don't want your provider, your doctor, to go looking in and see, oh, whose network are we in for their supplement? Whose network are we in? Because it's a little bit confusing. The names are the same. Like Aetna has a supplement and Aetna has a Medicare Advantage plan. Totally different worlds. But if you call the doctor's office and you ask if they're in their network, the doctor's going to pull out the Advantage network and look to see if they have an active contract. That's not what you're asking. So if you call the doctor and say, do you accept Cigna? They're going to pull the Medicare Advantage network list and go, oh, no, we don't accept Cigna, maybe. That's not what you're asking. The question is, do you accept Medicare patients? If the doctor accepts Medicare patients and you're on a supplement, they will take it. Absolutely. There's no approval process. There's no contract with the doctor for that supplement company. They don't change it every year. They either is or they isn't. So that's some good English for you. They either do take Medicare or they don't. That's the question, not whose network are they in, because you don't have a network if you chose a Medicare supplement plan, which I would have recommended. Thanks for watching this video. You might have to replay it because I went over a lot and I talked pretty fast. I'll put a resource underneath if you want to check and see if your provider accepts Medicare or Medicare assignment. But anyway, I'll keep you up to date with things happening in Medicare and changing. But if you made the choice for a Medicare supplement plan, you're in darn good hands. If we can help you with Medicare supplement choices to make sure you're getting the best rate, call my phone number, which is listed below. It's 800-729-9590. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, feel free to subscribe so you can see the latest updates as they're happening with Medicare. That's what I really enjoy doing, is updating seniors on things happening with Medicare, maybe any changes with the deductibles in future years, the qualifications, anything with the carriers. We'll keep you informed if you hit that subscribe button below. Thanks, I'm Chris Westfall. Have a great day. Bye-bye.